Good morning, everyone. This is Jilly Littlezencrone, and welcome to Cup and a Card, our regular Monday morning tarot readings to get your week started. It is a balmy 1 degree here in the mountains of Pennsylvania, USA this morning, and it's just chilly. I think we're supposed to break this midweek. We should be getting some warmer temperatures, but let's get into it while we wait for some people to come into the chat. Let's do our collective reading. So I always pick a card first from Spirit of the Animals Oracle. I love the art on this deck. Just beautiful, beautiful pictures and messages for us. The cards are very big, so it's a harder shuffle. It's a more challenging shuffle. Good morning. Oh, good morning, good morning. How are you? I'm just getting ready to pull our Spirit of the Animals card and do our collective reading. And let me put my magnification up so I can see who's here. It's Deanne and Nancy. Good morning to both of you. I just said it's 1 degree here this morning in the mountains of Pennsylvania. It's balmy. I was watching somebody, I don't know who, it was Bridget's Creel's channel this morning. And I don't know where she's from, but she was out in her garden, and it just made me really happy that somebody's able to be out in their garden. Okay, let's pick a Spirit of the Animals card for today. Oh, this is one of my favorites, right? It's the heron. It's our card for today. And let's see what Heron has to say for us, to us. Good morning. Patience. It says, create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently toward your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. And oh my goodness, like, did I need to hear this? This is like a bam. Did I need to hear that this morning? I don't know if anybody else did. And stepping into nature, I think, Nancy, I was watching a video on your channel where you talked about coming into balance with nature. And oh my goodness, I miss being able to walk outside right now and just be outside right now, being in nature. And I'm really looking forward to, I think it's Wednesday, we get up to almost 40. So there's going to be a lot of melting. And I'm really looking forward to just being able to go on a walk around the block. And maybe I'll take you guys with me. But yeah, that patience too, and stepping confidently into our purpose. Sometimes we can question what our purpose is. You know, we kind of feel like, what are we doing? But I think if we can get into stillness, that purpose bubbles up for us, right? And yeah, we find our purpose, we've refined our purpose, and we can walk forward in confidence and sovereignty. And herons are very graceful. They're beautiful, beautiful birds. So, ooh, that's just lovely. All right. Let's look at some tarot. I'm going to read from a deck. I know I've read with this deck before here, maybe once. And this was a this was one of those buys on Amazon that this was a less expensive deck. It was less than $20. It's called the Celestial Tarot deck. But the reason I bought it is because the fonts on here are so easy for me to read, and that's so important to me. And I've made a pact with myself that I'm just not going to buy tarot decks anymore that I need a magnifying glass to see. Yeah. So let's see if we can get a couple cards for our week. While I'm shuffling, did any of you, Nancy, Deanne, and I can't tell if anybody else is in yet, but did any of you do a Wheel of the Year reading? Like, I would love to know what your card. Hey, Marjorie. Hey, Sky Dancer. Good morning. Did anybody do a Wheel of the Year reading? And if so, what's your card for February? All right, let's see what we can get here for this week. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Wow. Okay. So right now we've got the Ace. Oh, hold on, guys. Sorry. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. So we've got some kind of newness, some kind of freshness coming into us this week. In the areas of, finance, material wealth, jobs, education, health, and well-being. And this could be just like a glimmer of an idea. It could be a new, a new proposition that somebody brings to us, a new idea that someone brings to us, a new idea that we come up with on our own, or maybe we're just setting out on some kind of a new journey, finding our purpose, like from our last card, And this is coming to us because we've been in the 5 of Cups mode. And the 5 speaks to grief, but it also can, I think, speak to the winter doldrums and really being in a place of sadness. Of course, we can be in despair and sadness over some of the states of things. But I feel like this is a more personal thing for us, that we're just having some struggles in the area of moving forward and getting ourselves going again. And I will say, full stop, that has been me over the last 2 weeks. I have really struggled with sleep. And finally, last Friday, I got some melatonin and slept well this weekend. So I'm feeling rested and refreshed. But when we can get ourselves in a place where we can't see the forest for the trees. So I'm feeling like that's where we've been. We're coming into a new place where we're sort of like snapping out of it, and we're I know that many of us are looking at our channels and looking at the direction that we want to go. And maybe that's a little bit of that Imulk energy too, because we have that, the light is returning. And who's here to help us but the Knight of Swords? And what's he bringing to the table but clarity? And he's bringing clarity, and I think he's there to kind of kick us in our butt and get us moving forward. So that's the message that I have for us for the week. It's a message of a little bit of maybe getting over ourselves, getting over the doldrums, and getting back into some forward movement. Hey Debbie, how are you? How was your granddaughter's birthday? I saw pictures. I didn't see party pictures though, I don't think. I saw pictures of you holding her and pictures of her like her first year. And how is everybody doing this morning? And what's in your cup? I have lemonade in my cold cup, and I have coffee in my warm cup. Sip, sip, as Deanne would say. Unfortunately, the party had to be canceled. Oh, snow. Oh, gosh, did you get more? Oh, stupid snow. Well, luckily, she won't know. She won't know the difference. I know one day when we had a freak snowstorm in March and my daughter's birthday party got canceled, and she did know. She was maybe 7, and it was a tragedy. Oh, I'll bet you she loved her presents too. And I hope you dig out of your snow soon. We're looking for a little bit of a thaw here midweek. What's everybody got in your cup this morning? Are you tea drinkers or coffee drinkers? Ooh. Cinnamon coffee. That sounds delightful. Delightful. You're a February baby as well. Yeah. Yep. It's true. I'm a December baby. And we had snow back then. I lived in Massachusetts, so we had snow in December a lot. You were looking for your card this month. From my Chris reading. Oh, every year at your birthday. Oh, you can't find it. Ooh. Oh, you got the dunks. Yeah. Just your usual breakfast blend. That's what I have. I just have a breakfast blend this morning. Nothing crazy, but still, isn't it just the best, the first sip of coffee in the morning? You're drinking half calf. Yeah, I've done that. We don't have a coffee maker. We haven't used a coffee maker in a long time. We have a French press, but you can do the same thing. You can put the cinnamon in the French press. Sometimes I'll do a little bit of vanilla extract, or almond extract is yummy too. Oh, and I bet you almond and cinnamon would be great. Yum. Now I looked at my card. Oh, I know. I got the wheel. And I think we're in a wheel year this year we are. We're in a wheel year this year collectively. So my card for February is the wheel, which kind of goes with the collective reading I just did, which is, change and moving forward and resetting. Resetting. Would anybody like a reading today? I'll entertain questions. I have to tell you, I'm a little concerned about Henry this morning. He has not eaten breakfast yet, which is very weird. Yes, you could. Will you find the right financial person this year? Will you find the right financial person this year? Ooh. Let me see what I can find out for you on that. What does Joanne, right? Sky Dancer, need to know? Oh, that one just fell out. About finding the right financial planner this year. All right. So let's pick two. Okay, so the first one you got is the Page of Wands. So definitely learning and movement in this area, and like the beginnings. So are you at the beginning of your search for a financial person? Because, oh no, it's 5. Sorry, it's not the page, it's the 5. 5 of Wands. So challenges. Challenges along that path and competition. So maybe a couple of people like competing for your business. But in the end, I see the 10 of Cups. So I really do feel like you will find the right financial person. If we're going to read for, I'm not I don't like reading for time, but cups are cups are summer, I think. And 10, I would go with the 10 and I would say Octoberish. Hopefully that's not too late. I'm reading Marjorie's message. But yeah, I think Octoberish. Last year's person and you didn't click. Then you know what? Maybe it's good that there's going to be some competition, right? Maybe it's good that they'll interview a few and take your time. Absolutely take your time. Let me pull an oracle card and just see what we get. Let me pull from Folia. Hopefully it will connect to this reading, and if not, then it'll be another message for you. Oh, this is a good one. I do believe. Yeah, so this says cleanse. It's the broom. So clear space for positive energy. I would do some cleansing and some whatever you do for like positive woo-woo work, cleansing around that area, and for that purpose I would concentrate the energy around finding the right person, and I think you will absolutely find them. Okay, Marjorie. let me come to Deb. Let me come to Debbie first, and then I will absolutely read for you. Debbie came up first in the feed. And actually, I read for Joanne first. I didn't see Debbie, but I will definitely read for you, Deb. Do you have a question, or do you want just a general reading? Hey, Sam. Debbie, do you want just a general, or do you have a question? That's fine, as long as Marjorie takes that well. Just a general. Ooh, last week of your 50s. There's a freedom that comes with your 60s, girl. I'll tell you what, if you thought you were freer in your 50s, once you hit your 60s, you're really free. I don't know what's going to happen when I hit my 70s. Yeah, Deb, when is your birthday? You're February, baby. All right. Okay. So right now you're in a 3 of Pentacles mode. So you're looking to collaborate, or you are collaborating with people to, I think, move forward on a project that has to do with your health or your like furthering your career. And the warning about that is the devil. So the warning is don't get so concentrated in that you don't see, that you forget about what's around you. I know you'll never forget about your granddaughter, but I don't get so concentrated on this new project that you're going to be working with others on, that you lose your balance, and honestly, what I was going to say, your work-life balance. So I don't know if there's something coming up at work or not. Let me pull an oracle card for you too. I'm coming up on my 70s faster than I'd like, but what can you do? Just going to enjoy it. Uh-oh. I'm missing something. Okay. Deb. Oops, sorry. Sorry for the noise. Ooh, intuition. Listen to your inner voice. So is there something coming up for you where you're going to be working with other people? Do you know? And if so, just don't get too wrapped up in it, that you lose your work-life balance, or that you lose your balance with other things. And listen to your intuition on it for sure. Okay, Marjorie. Let's see what I can come up with for you. So my caveat is going to be I'm not a medium. I don't claim to be a medium. And I'm trying to think. I think I'm going to read from When Women Had Wings. For this one. Okay, I need a message from Marjorie. From or about her daughter-in-law. Okay, what's on the bottom? The bottom of the deck is the Magician. And we've got the High Priestess and the Six of Cups. Wow. I don't know what those two cards say. The Six of Cups is about nostalgia, and it's about the past. So I don't know whether she had things that she just could not reconcile with in her past. That is something that's quite common. Quite common in those times, that people can't get past the pain of their past. I think this High Priestess card, though, is for you. And I think that what this High Priestess card is saying is that some things remain hidden behind the veil. There are just some things that we can't see. And it doesn't mean that we're never going to have any insight, but that perhaps right now is not the time for insight, but that you can listen to what your intuition is telling you. I just think that it's clouded right now because it's supposed to be. And that it did have something to do with her past. If I'm just going from what these cards said, let me pull for you from whoops, let me get these cards back in. I don't know if that's the answer that you were looking for, Marjorie. But that's how I read those two cards together. Let me pull from Let me pull from Intuitive Whispers Oracle and get a message for you. Now, I've had really good luck with this deck as far as getting messages for people, and then sometimes they just appear to be sort of off the wall. So you can take this as it comes. Oh, thank you so much. In caps. Hey, Emmy. Okay. Okay, Marjorie, I see your message that she was dealing with addiction. It's so hard. Okay, I think this is a good message for you right now. This message says, let me just turn my magnifier down here. It says, feel, don't think. You know, let the grief come. And for right now, especially with that High Priestess card, I would encourage you to not try to analyze. We can get so wrapped up in the whys. And of course we want to know why. Of course we want to know the reasons. And it's so frustrating when those reasons don't come. But I think that we have to, you know, feeling that pain, feeling that grief, working with that grief, I think will bring you some answers, and channeling the High Priestess for yourself, in that knowing some things are just meant to be behind the veil right now, and trusting your intuition. Yeah, I can imagine that you do wish that she had talked to you, but I don't know that you could have helped her. Addiction is really, really difficult. And in the end, it is up to the person to pull themselves through. So I don't know, but it is not a failure on your part that she did not speak with you. And Marjorie, I wish for you my heartfelt condolences to you on your loss. And as you walk through this time, it's a hard time. Okay, let me go back to Sam and see if I can find the question. Yes, you can ask a question. Did you ask a question? You're welcome. Sam, you can definitely ask a question if you'd like. And Deanne, do you want a reading today? You usually do, but I didn't see. Very definitely do not feel guilty, Marjorie. Whoa. I'm planning to study abroad and start a new career, essentially beginning life from scratch. What guidance do my spirit guides have regarding this move and career path? Wow, that's exciting. Ooh. what deck do I want to use for that? Let's go with When Women Had Wings again. Exciting times. Do you want to share where you're going abroad? Thanks, Deanne. I'll get you after Sam. Gosh, does anybody else just kind of feel a peace this morning? I mean, you guys, it's always like this with this group, but I just feel a really peaceful energy here this morning. Okay, will this move happen this year? Okay, let's see. Let's see what we've got. Okay. Ooh, interesting. All right. Okay. So I have the Two of Cups here, which is, generally we see the Two of Cups about, relationships. So there may be, I don't know, is there a relationship surrounding this move? Or choices. So choices needing to be made, but on a heart level. So there's that card. And then I have, which is really interesting, I have the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is generally a card about being in a defensive position, feeling like you have to defend yourself for, where you are in life or decisions that you're making. So is that a factor in this? Do you feel like you have to defend yourself for where you want to go and what you want to do? New Zealand and Australia, nice. Okay, yes, but your boyfriend will be staying back. So is there some defensiveness going on there? Even just a little bit, like in your head. Let me pull some more cards. Okay. See, this is one of these times where can't see the font. Got to get my magnifier out. Sorry about that. You're good for you. Okay, so gosh, like the next card that comes out is this Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles is usually a card about being in need. Sometimes it's about poverty mindset, feeling like we are coming at something from a place of lack. So what I would say about your move is, have you been doing a lot of research around this? Have you been taking your time about this, or has this kind of been a, I need to get out of here kind of thing? And the last card that I've got is the Eight of Pentacles. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is a card of mastery. It's a card of practice. It's a very, kind of perfecting your skill. And I'm reading your comment. No proper research, finances, everything I'm keeping in mind. Okay. So what this Eight of Pentacles, I think, is telling you in this situation is that you've got steps to go. See how these the pentacles are kind of like lined up. So it's kind of time to get your ducks in a row. It's time to start doing your research. It's time, if you want this to happen by the end of the year or early next year, then it's time to start doing the proper research, lining up finances, finding out what it is that you need to do to get to where you want to go. That 8 is definitely a sign that you're on your way. Very definitely, you're on your way, but there's still work that needs to be done to get you to the place you want to be. And I think from what you're telling me here, what this is saying is that you need to be doing the research, like really figuring out where you want to be, where you want to go, and how much money it's going to take to get you there. And also thinking about, exactly how are you going to start over again? Starting over again in a new country is really exciting, especially when you're young. I mean, I definitely think you can do it, but it's also daunting. So just take it one step at a time. That's what I think the cards are saying for you. Men come and go, but time to build a career doesn't. Good to be prioritizing yourself for sure. "30 is not old." I know people, I've been watching a lot of videos about people who are starting over and going to Europe, like in their 60s. So 30 is not old. I know that when you're 30, you're feeling, especially when you're 29 going into 30, you're feeling like you could be feeling like time is running out, or that you're behind the 8 ball, or that you're not where you want to be. But it will come. It will come. Just heed that 8 of Pentacles, and one step at a time, one foot in front of the other. Keep honing, keep researching. The answers will all come together. Let me pull an oracle for you too. Let's see if what we can get from the intuitive whispers. Yeah, it's very true that when you finish you're finishing a decade and you're walking into the next. I would love to be 30 again too, and I am 67. Marjorie, you and I are the same age. Okay, Sam. Ugh. Let's see. This one's talking about moving your body. It says to move your body. And I think that moving your body can be a really good thing to do in helping to gain clarity, especially mindful walking, some mindful yoga, mindful breathing. And I don't mean just like today, but like try to make that a practice in with this Eight of Pentacles mindset that we're going for here. Yes, right? Keep the doors open and you will be good. Oh, I'm the same age as your mother. I hope that's a good thing. I hope that's a good thing. No, 70s. I'm you can't stop it. So, oh my goodness. Okay, Deanne, let's get you a reading for today. Can you believe if you live in the United States, 1 month from yesterday, so March 8th, our time will change. And I noticed yesterday when I was going out to our Super Bowl party that we went to yesterday, we left at about 5:45 and it was still light out. I was so excited. I'm glad everybody's chatty. All right, Ian, let's see what we've got for you. Oh, you're not. I'm sorry, MA. I look forward to it every year. I'm so glad when Imilk comes because I know I've got about a month left. Oops, oh gosh. Ooh, okay, well, there were 3 that just flew out. They flew out, Deanne. They flew out. All right, what have we got? Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got the 8 of Swords, and didn't this card come up for you recently? I think it did. I think you had an 8 of Swords or a 2, and here's the 2. So something that you're definitely not seeing or that you don't want to see. What's this one? Okay, this is the 9 of Wands. So feeling overwhelmed and maybe a little down emotionally. Does that track, Deanne? I know that's personal. You don't have to answer it here if you don't want to. But I feel like there's like a, I don't think that it's any serious mental issue, but I think that there's like this, you've kind of been in a downward turn or trying to fight that downward turn. And there's definitely thoughts that you're battling with and choices that need to be made or something that you're not seeing that I think involves a choice, actually. Okay, I will. I'll post it here. It's also on my channel. Currently holding a Jello cup in one hand, balancing my laptop on my knee, trying to position an acupressure thing on my back. Fela was sick in the middle of the night. Oh, yikes. It definitely tracks. Oh, no. Yes. Yes. Okay. So then it was the Two of Swords, because I remember you telling me that it was your deckhand card. All right. Well, let me type my address in here quick, and then let me pull a card for you. Oh, please. Oh, for crying out loud. There we go. That is my email address. You can feel yourself trying to resist feeling mom overwhelmed. Well, yeah, that would be this 9 for sure. The mom overwhelm. Oh, Deanne, can you get out? Like outside, even just like outside for a walk, or outside, go out with some friends, get a cup of coffee. God forbid a glass of wine or an alcoholic beverage, but you know, the mom overwhelm is real, especially with two little ones. Vela's very active. I will read from Folia for you, but I want to see what we can get from the intuitive messages. Oops. I don't think this weather helps either, Deanne. I mean, I know you're as cold as I am. You have been able to get out. Good. Do some things. Good, good. Good, good, good. Okay. Well, it says, let this be your sign. So I think this is, I think this is your sign to definitely get out, get some more coffee. And I think it's good that V has preschool. That's good for her and for you. I can remember, oh my gosh, like when my kids were little and it was nap time, I would say to them, look, mommy needs some private time, and so do you. Mommy needs some alone time. So do you. Being a mom ain't easy. It is not for the faint of heart. All right, Deanne. I know you love Folia, so let's see what this has for you. Folia says protection. It says you are protected from any harm and armor. And I say, put that armor on. And I know that, that doesn't harden your heart, but it is going to protect you from, from that overwhelm. Listen to yourself, listen to your body, rest when you need to. And Max used to have quiet time in his playroom, but Vela cannot be trusted to be alone. I had one like that too. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope the readings today were helpful, and I hope that everyone has a good week. I am supposed to be going live on Wednesday to do a Witchy Wednesday in the evening. However, I have not heard from my guest, and I have texted and I have emailed. So I'm not sure that that's going to happen, but I will be live on Friday. Nancy, are you still here? Because I'm live on Friday with Nancy for Wine and Tarot. So come join us for that. I'm excited to talk to Nancy and just get together with everybody again. Oh, I'm glad that you're able to soak up the good vibes and that you can work, Lurk. That's lovely. I could never do that. I was always running around between hospitals and nursing homes and presenting to physicians' offices, and I just never got a chance to lurk for anything. I'm so glad that you found them helpful. Sam, I hope that you had a good message. And everybody come back again next week, because I'll be back again for Cup and a Card. And you're all very welcome. And you help to make this space the best place to be on a Monday morning. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. Take care, everyone. Be kind to yourselves.